Greeting friends, Black City Central members, America, and the world. I wanted to welcome you to our version of Our World here on Blackcitycentral.com. We want to have a special edition, and the topic is our youth. It places upon my heart to talk especially about at-risk youth. Pose a question. Maybe we're the ones who put the youth at risk. I can remember one day I was coming home from work. I noticed a man in a wheelchair struggling across 3rd Street Tunnel, on the outskirts of 3rd Street Tunnel in Washington, D.C. It was rush hour. The light had turned green. He was clearly caught between the proverbial rock and a hard spot. As my middle-aged mind moved into help mode, a teenager swooped into the middle of the traffic and quickly steered this man to safety. The young hero was dressed in black, head wrapped in a bandana, cap askew, and trousers hanging low. As circumstances would have it, this youth and I started a discussion. I expressed my appreciation to him for his act of kindness. He was cordial in his response, but seemed a bit startled by my approach to him. We talked a while. He was indeed surprised that I had noticed. Surprised that I had even mentioned anything about what to him was simply the right thing to do. Surprised, in fact, that an unknown adult spoke to him at all. We spent some time on the topic of youth and adult relationships. He spoke of feeling misunderstood, feared, and invisible in the eyes of most adults. They just expect me to do bad things to them, I guess, and I ain't like that at all. His act of kindness validated his character in my mind. His experiences and attitudes about adults made me sad for him and for us as adults. I don't think this young man is exceptional in his perspective regarding youth and adult relationships. While these youths desire for strong adult guidance and structure, they made it clear that adults in our institutions, schools, police, media are falling short in this regard. Over the past 5 years, I had the opportunity to work extensively with programs and systems that serve at-risk youth. The term at-risk youth is generally used to describe youths who are at risk of failing in some major task that is necessary to assure a happy and productive life. Yet, in examining these systems, I'm inclined to think that a better definition is youths who are at risk of being failed by one or more adults or adult-driven system or institution. When we lock kids up as punishment rather than for the sake of public safety, we fail our kids. We are unable to implement effective multicultural curriculum in schools where a majority of children are from communities of color. We fail our kids. When we allow kids to be bombarded with violence as entertainment, we fail our kids. When we fear young people because of the way they dress, their music, and their negative portrayal by the media, we fail to recognize the hero potential that each possesses. Policymakers, educators, industry leaders, citizens must take serious stock in the direction our society is moving with regard to youth, and the role we can and must play in influencing it. There are a number of promising movements or initiatives for youth happening within the city that are collaboratively sponsored by the Human Service Department. Each of these initiatives strives to make seminal changes in program and policy approaches to services for children and youth. Proponents of each recognize how difficult such systems change can be, but also how necessary it is and what is at stake. In the many hours spent reviewing innovative program models and research through feasibility study conducted by the Reinvesting in Youth Initiative, it became clear to me that the science of prevention and intervention on behalf of kids is developing well. Well, we have programs that can effectively change the behavior of kids in a positive manner. The real challenge for meaningful long-term systems change is, can we effectively change the behavior of adults? Which brings me to the 2010 holiday season is upon us, and Blackcitycentral.com is proud to announce the partnership created between Black City Central and the Fraternal Order Police Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services Labor Committee. Black City Central and the FOP DYS Labor Committee will hold its first annual 2010 Food and Toy Drive beginning October 23rd, 2010 and ending on November 23rd, 2010. Our goal is quite simple. We would like to spread our love to the at-risk children and their families by providing a great Thanksgiving dinner and a few toys for tots at Christmas time to brighten up their day. DMV, America, and the rest of the world, we need your help to accomplish this goal. We would like to feed as many at-risk children and their families as possible in the Washington metropolitan area this holiday season. We have two drop-off points, one in being in Washington, D.C., the Youth Services Center, 1000 Mount Olive Road Northeast. You can bring your perishable, non-perishable goods into the main lobby. We have a box waiting there. In Maryland, New Beginnings Youth Development Center, 8400 River Road, Lower Maryland, in the main lobby. Same and likewise, you can bring your non-perishable goods there. To my left of me, we also accepting cash donations. Please, we need your assistance and your help to show our love to these at-risk families and children. Thank you. This is Harold B. signing off of BlackCityCentral.com.